Welcome to Revolutionary Motion, where we show you tennis from a different perspective.
A lot of people think that on a clay court, a kick serve is way more effective than on a hard court. Now that, in our opinion, is a myth. As we mentioned in one of our recent videos, the problem with clay courts is that the bounce of the ball, the height of the bounce of the ball, actually depends a lot on the conditions. So if you're playing in very hot weather, a kick serve on clay courts might feel very similar to a kick serve on a hard court. However, if the weather is very rainy, very wet, and the court is still wet, the ball usually doesn't bounce very high, and a kick serve here actually bounces straight into the strike zone of most of the opponents. The only advantage being that it's still on their backhand. So the kick serve is actually not as effective as everybody thinks when you're playing on a clay court, unless the conditions are very hot.
Now here you can see we chose a day with almost perfect weather, around 85 degrees Fahrenheit or roughly 29 to 30 degrees Celsius, which is amazing for Germany. And you can see the kick serve is really quite effective. Now my kick serve is not too slow, so it's actually a pretty good example. But you will see that the ball bounces roughly 6 to 7 feet high at its apex and maybe around 5 feet high when it bounces into the fence, giving me quite a big advantage against Kata returning. Now, when we're going to our serves from the US, the weather was pretty comparable, roughly around 85 degrees as well, and you can see that the kick serve actually bounces almost just as high, maybe a tiny bit lower on the hard court than on the clay court. Still bouncing into the fence around, maybe 5 feet. However, that really shows that even in perfect conditions in Germany, which you don't have 85 degrees very often there, the kick serve still bounces at most a tiny bit higher than it would on a hard court in comparable conditions.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.